So again, good morning. This is for again enzymology, enzyme kinetics class. It is under that again it's a King Altman procedure. So King Altman procedure again they may be asked for a 7 marks question or a 5 marks question many times it is. So what is this procedure here? So how it is related to the Michaelis-Menten equation and how it is mainly its relationship with the Michaelis-Menten equation, that is also we can learn here. So before that it's a introduction to the King Altman procedure. The first point, so this procedure is, you can say this the complex equilibria with many enzyme forms it is. So it means the enzymes they can form a many complex equilibria, and if they can form the many different complex that enzyme, and in that way it is a very easy to best handled by this method it is. So I will clear you in this regarding this point again with continuous topic here. And also this method exploits the mainly it's a topological approach it is. So it means we can draw the figure based on that King Altman procedure here, and mainly this was done in 1956 here. So what is that mainly topological approach also I will show you that. So one more it is a point it is the various enzyme forms. It means here the form they can form a different forms of enzyme here. They set up with the proper equilibria in the form of a figure you have to explain here. So it means that figure you can draw that and the various forms of that enzyme, and set up in the proper equilibria in the form of that figure it is. So I will show that figure also for single substrate enzyme reaction, how we derive the equation in the Michaelis-Menten equation. By using that only we can draw the figure in other way, we can rewrite in the other way. I will show the picture also, that one also. So to do this or to draw that figure here, the care should be taken here and ensure that each enzyme form, it means here it is enzyme is not that word it is, so that is each enzyme form occurs only once in the figure it is. So only one in the figure it is, always it should be here. That care should be have to taken to draw that figure also. And here when you do this, when you draw that figure, and the fraction of the total enzyme concentration, say in this way the representation it is a total enzyme concentration. It means that fraction of the total enzyme concentration present in each enzyme form. So there is a different forms are there, they can, and that enzyme form is then evaluating using by this representation. And to do so, one list all the possible pattern, and we can do that with all the possible pattern, we can draw that and interconnect all enzyme forms that. So you have to interconnect all the enzyme forms. I will show the figure, then you can understand here, but without forming a closed loop it is. So in this way we can do that possibilities of that without losing a forming a closing a loops it is. So I will continue with second paper it is, you can see. Example, see the example here. If you take the example, a n enzyme species, each pattern should contain n to the 1 power n to the 1 minus 1 lines it is. And you can see example, a partition equation can now be written for each enzyme it is, each form it is, not each enzyme. A partition equation can now written for each form, and it will give the, or it define the proportion of the enzyme is that form, and in terms of individual rate constant and relevant concentration. So when you do the partition equation, we come to know that when we return it here, so which defines here mainly the proportion of that enzyme is that form a in the form of a individual rate constant and its relevant concentration in terms of that. So first we define proportion of that enzyme in the form, and also in terms of individual rate constant with relevant that concentration. So you can see example, a partition equation for any enzyme, you can take any enzyme it is. If you write the partition equation for any enzyme, they can form En, total concentration can be written in terms of total enzyme concentration. So generally we can write in this way also. En, it means it's a n number of that enzyme is equal to dn divided by d1 plus d2 plus dn into total enzyme concentration, where d1 through dn are numerator for respective enzyme form. It is d1 to d2 d3 d4 like the dn. You can see where the d1 through dn are there, they are the numerator for respective enzyme form, while their sum of the denominator, the sum that is the denoted by in this figure, it is that is e, that is the while the form there is sum of the e in the denominator. It is now you can see. So now we can see this procedure for equilibrium with the two enzyme forms. It is two enzymes, not here the two enzymes forms. So I will show you that picture also. Two enzyme forms here. So you can see this is the a single enzyme substrate reaction. This is the enzyme plus substrate. A forward reaction, it is a K1. They form the enzyme substrate complex, and reversible reaction, that is the K minus 1. So once the enzyme substrate complex form, the forward reaction is a K2. So you can see this is the enzyme plus product, and the reversible reaction I didn't put the arrow mark here, so it is a reversible reaction, it is a K minus 2. Please put that arrow mark in the reversible reaction. So this equation may be rewritten in the form of a, so this reaction, this equation, mainly it is useful to derive the equation of the Michaelis-Menten equation. By using this equation only we derive the Michaelis-Menten equation, and we come to know that what is the equation of that, where we are find outing that Km plus Vmax it is. So again, so this equation in the King-Altman procedure, we can be maybe rewritten in the form of a figure. As I told you, we can form a different figure, we can show right in this picture. You can see in this picture the first overall picture, it is, you can see it is a enzyme. So overall view, we can see a forward reaction, they can form the enzyme plus substrate. So reversible reaction, that is a K minus 1 in above, and here in the left side you can see, so this enzyme you can see again they can form enzyme plus substrate, but once it is a, they can K2 reaction also, and you can see this one also, the enzyme you can see it's a K minus 2 it is. So in the first picture you can see in the right side, forward reaction, it is a enzyme plus substrate, the K1 K1 into substrate concentration. So it is the enzyme plus substrate, so it is the reversible reaction, that is the K minus 1. So in the second reaction you can see it is enzyme plus substrate, it is K2 if it is a reversible, and enzyme plus again product is they can form the K minus 2 picture. So in this way you can see here the picture, they cannot form a closed loop in the two pictures. I will show the points also in the next slide, it is I can show you. Now we can see this picture. So enzyme plus you can see here, so this is when you do that equation, enzyme divided by K minus 1 plus K2 is equal to enzyme substrate divided by K1 into substrate concentration plus K minus 2 into product it is. So you can take when it is equal to this equation, so we have taken the enzyme concentration is the sum of that even total. So enzyme concentration divided by sum of that numerators, you can see this one plus, and hence sum of that values are numerators are sum of the values are K1 plus K2 plus mainly K1 plus into substrate concentration into K minus 1 into product concentration it is. And further solving for this equation, for that a total enzyme concentration in terms of that enzyme substrate complex we get here, and we are solving the total enzyme concentration in terms of that enzyme substrate we get, and you can see enzyme total concentration is equal to K minus 1 plus K2 divided by K1 into substrate concentration plus K minus 1 into product total into enzyme concentration plus enzyme concentration is equal to here, and you can see K minus 1 plus K2 1 plus 1 plus K minus 1 plus into K plus K minus 1 into K plus divided by a K plus into substrate concentration and K minus 1 into a product overall into it is a enzyme plus substrate concentration. So you can see on rearranging all these present all to present this enzyme substrate concentration in terms of that enzyme total concentration, and you can see we can get this equation, that is a enzyme substrate concentration is equal to overall, that is a K1 into substrate concentration plus K minus 1 into a product concentration divided by K minus 1 into K2 K minus 1 plus K2 plus K1 into substrate concentration plus K minus 2 into product concentration into a ET, that is the a total enzyme concentration is. Note here to the denominator, that is K minus 1 K2 plus K2 K minus K1 into substrate concentration and plus K minus 2 product concentration for above equation is the sum of all numerator, that is a in bracket, that is a denoted numerator, that is sum of the all it is mentioned above. And next we can write an analogous of this equation for enzyme in terms of the a total enzyme concentration. So in terms of that ET we can write for the enzyme it is. So enzyme is equal to K minus 1 plus K2 divided by K minus 1 plus K2 plus K1 into substrate concentration plus K minus 2 into product concentration total ET. So we can see this equation, it will give the, for the next time we can write on the all the expression for the enzyme in terms of the total enzyme concentration. Again you can see the picture here. So we can see, consider this if you take the in terms of consider the reaction velocity in terms of that product form it is. As you know that product form is there here, so consider that reaction velocity in terms of that product here. Velocity is equal to d into a product concentration divided by dt, that is equal to K into K2 into substrate concentration minus K minus 2 into enzyme concentration into product concentration. And upon substituting this for enzyme and enzyme substrate here, so above partition equation, so this equation becomes like that here. Velocity is equal to K2 into mainly K1 into substrate concentration plus K minus 1 into product here divided by K minus 1 plus K2 plus K1 into substrate concentration plus K2 K minus 2 into a product concentration, again into overall into, that is a ET total enzyme concentration minus K minus 2 again into a K minus 1 plus K2 divided by K minus 1 plus K2 plus K1 into substrate concentration and plus 2 K minus 2 into product concentration overall into total enzyme concentration into product concentration. So these two equation, again further simplifying, overall we can find out that velocity in terms of that a K1 into K2 into substrate concentration total enzyme concentration minus K minus 1 K minus 2 into product concentration total enzyme concentration divided by K1 plus K2 plus K1 into substrate concentration plus K minus 2 and it's a product concentration, and dividing in the both the numerator as well as the denominator by K minus 1 and K2, then we will get the equation. And there are the two possible, when you dividing with the both numerator as well as a denominator by the K minus 1 and K2, and two possible patterns that we can interconnect both the enzyme forms without forming a closed loops, that is. And you can see there is a closed loops are showing the figure 192 what I shown in this picture. So you can see this one again. I will continue with this, the two possible patterns, and with the help of this equation, so partition equation corresponding to the enzyme and enzyme substrate form, we can return E total enzyme concentration divided by total enzyme concentration is equal to K minus 1 plus K2 divided by sum of that all numerator and denominators. So similarly enzyme substrate we get here, so enzyme substrate concentration divided by enzyme total enzyme concentration is equal to K1 into substrate plus K minus 2 into product here, sum of the all the numerators and denominators, we can see that. And from enzymes it is a conservation equation, that is a total enzyme concentration is equal to enzyme concentration plus enzyme substrate concentration, and we observe that enzyme that sum of the all the numerators form, that is the mainly in this figure it is. And we get on the rearrangement of that, you can see this one velocity is equal to, that is K1 plus K1 plus K2 divided by K2 into ET and substrate concentration, and finally and we can see this K minus 2 divided by K plus 2 K minus 1 into, and mainly product divided by 1 plus K1 plus K minus 2 into substrate concentration, and you can see plus, that is K minus 2 K plus 1, it's a product concentration overall, and substitution for this one a Vmax and Km it is. And in terms you can see Vmax and Km terms, the equation becomes, you can see, so this equation becomes the and you know the Vmax and Km, and we can find out that Vmax and Km by the Michaelis-Menten equation. So we can see V is equal to Vmax into substrate concentration divided by Km into substrate concentration, and we can see minus Vmax into product concentration divided by Km into product concentration. Again product is plus product divided by Kmp, it is divided by overall, and you can see divided by a 1 plus enzyme substrate concentration plus Km messages. Above this equation is a identical to the one divided only algebraic one identical to derive the equation by the algebraic method. They cannot ask maybe in the examination to derivation of this overall things, and you can see this may be equation by this equation is derived by the algebraical method, and you can see this King-Altman procedure it is a schematic and in nature, and one can be write down the rate equation by one can be determine the rate equation inspecting the pattern connecting to the different enzyme form. This King-Altman procedure is a very important, and this procedure becomes mainly a complicated this procedure however this Altman procedure is a complicated with multi substrate random mechanism. You know, when you go through the a bisubstrate reaction mechanism, so or multi substrate reaction mechanism, so this is very complicated when the random reaction mechanism, as it gives the a squared substrate terms. It is, I will show the example here also, and you can see example bye or it's a ordered sequential mechanism in the bisubstrate reaction mechanism. It is also called as a bye mechanism, and you can see this equation enzyme plus A, you can see it's a K plus 1 forward reaction, so they can form a EA, so it's a K minus 1, so reversible reaction. So once EA form, that can bind to another substrate, that is the B it is, and K plus 2, it's a reaction, they can form the EAB, and it's a reversible reaction is a K minus 2 reaction. And EAB, you can see there is a formation, so EAB once it forms the complex, it is enzyme plus 2 substrate A and B, there is a formation of a EPQ, and enzyme product 1 product Q is a product 2. So EPQ next reaction it is, so it's a forward reaction is a K plus 3 once the complex form, then there is a formation of a once plus 1 product is released, that is a P first release, and there is a one still again complex, it is a EQ. So EQ is again in the next reaction it's a K plus 4, and its reversible reaction is a K minus 4 it is. So it's a finally the second product is also released, that is the Q and enzyme. So this equation can be rewritten in the pattern representation for the ordered sequential by order in the representation for ordered sequential reaction mechanism in the King-Altman procedure. You can see this way also. Enzyme, you can see forward reaction K plus 1 into A, that is a substrate concentration, they can form EA, it's a reversible reaction, it's a K minus 1. So again downward you can see they can bind the second substrate reaction, that is the K plus 2, they can form depend upon that substrate concentration, that is the B, so they can form the EAB where the reactions are taking place, and they can form a complex, that is a EPQ it is. So once the EPQ form again, it's a third reaction, it is a K minus 3, so the K plus 3 it is a formation, so it's a reversible reaction, it is a K minus 3, and there is a removal of that product concentration, that is the first product will be removed in the third step, it is, you can see here. And once the EQ form, and there is a again this EQ again in the forward reaction, that is the K plus 4, there is the removal of another product, that is the Q molecule that it can form, so it is a Q is released, then again the enzyme is released as a free. So you see how the enzymes are different forms in this figure, and you can see this is the reaction mechanism for the a substrate reaction or order sequential reaction mechanism, and all the rate constant must be first order and second order rate constant for the a K plus 1 it is always. So this procedure is very difficult to, and this procedure is very becomes complicated with multi-substrate random mechanism. It is random, but ordered mechanism it is very easy to write down this pattern, but random mechanism is a very difficult to write this a procedure for the any sequential random procedure mechanism for this by King-Altman procedure. So this includes the all the your King-Altman procedure for they may be asked for some mass question and go through the for these slides and these, and this is the notes also, you can refer this notes is enough for your syllabus. It is.